Here's another beautiful one for you boys. Just a total pearler of a story, and I wanted to share it with you. And all I'm going to do is just read exactly what these words are. These are just the Lily. It's from an editor's pick, and the site's called the Lily, and it's the world thing. An Indonesian woman complained about a mosque's loudspeakers. Now she faces 18 months in prison. Meliana, a Buddhist, okay, was convicted on Indonesia's controversial blasphemy law, which I wanted to have a little chat about blasphemy law, okay, because people in the West very rarely leave their little comfortable lifestyles. You know, they really do. They've got their football, they've got their beer, they've got their little bubble that they live in. And they think that all this could never happen, and you know it's all just another part of the world, and you know it'll never happen here. And I'm fucking telling you that it will. I'm telling you that it will. All right. If you give them enough power, you give them enough seats in power, you give them enough council things and mayor things and seats and all the rest of it, you'll soon certainly see very quickly the laws change, because they will change the laws from the inside. And I wanted to give you a representation of what happens in a Islamic country, okay? In an Islamic country where they follow Sharia law, the wonderful, peaceful Sharia law, and it's wonderful, peaceful people, because, they're just all wonderful, right? All wonderful, okay? I'm not saying anything bad. All I'm doing is just reading from this, okay? And we'll continue. An ethnic Chinese woman was, for many Indonesians, the conviction on blasphemy charges of Meliana, a 44-year-old Buddhist from the island of Sumatra, was cause for concern. Some were already fretting about the minimisation of religious pluralism in the world's largest Muslim-majority country. This week, events only fueled these worries. Meliana, who, like many Indonesians, uses only one name, was convicted Tuesday of violating Indonesia's controversial blasphemy law and sentenced to 18 months in prison. Her crime, guys, this is it, okay, this is blasphemy in an Islamic country, okay? Complaining about the volume, here we go, complaining about the volume of the Islamic call to prayer blasted by the mosque's loudspeakers near her home, okay? So she's got fucking sick and tired of every single whatever prayer it is that has got to be blasted right next door to her home, and you know what I mean, you don't get any sleep, and it's, you know, like you do get sick of it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not an Islamic person. This lady's a Buddhist. Okay, so she just wants to live in peace. She wants to live in quietness, right? It doesn't work in a Sharia law and underneath Islamic law, and this is what happens when you've got the majority control in a country. Meliana may appeal the decision against her, even though the convictions of this type are rarely overturned. The case has made Meliana a minor cause celebrity among more liberal Indonesians, and the country's two largest Muslim organisations have criticised her conviction. She did not commit blasphemy. What she did was offer a neighbourly complaint, and that is not an insult to Islam. Of course it is. She's already been sentenced. She's already been sentenced to do her 18 months. Okay? You know what I mean? It's an insult to how dare you turn it down. All right? It's an insult. A legal expert at the Islamic State University in Jakarta and research director, which he said would work with the other civils to fight Melania's conviction. More generally, we believe that the blasphemy law itself does more than anything to limit freedom of religion in Indonesia. Well, that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to limit your freedom of everything. Forget about religion. It's religion of, what about freedom of speech and your point of view and your thoughts and everything else? You can't have any of that. This is blasphemy law. Okay, this is blasphemy law. You can't even think like that. Okay, and if you in their country, this is what happens. Meliana's case has become part of the larger debate over religious pluralism. Thousands had signed online petition, blah blah blah, which is often subject. I'm not a big fan of these people at all. You know me, right? So along with groups such as Amnesty International, has backed the campaigning to revoke the blasphemy law. Good fucking luck. When does a government ever revoke a law, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, never. You know what I mean? They don't revoke laws. They just create more of them. And they love a law. That's what a government lives for, to govern, to law. All right? The laws that they don't obey themselves. These blasphemy cases infringe upon people's rights. No, they don't. Don't you say that. It's wonderful for people's rights. Hassani said, he added, referring to the president by his nickname, and the fact that they are continued indicates that Zarqawi probably doesn't care too much about that problem. No, of course he cares. And in a multicultural, multi-ethnic democracy. Don't you love that, ladies and gentlemen? Indonesia, a multi-ethnic democracy. You have to laugh. You have to laugh, really. You have to laugh. Because that's all a joke. That's all just an absolute load of bullshit. Because really it's governed by, what's it governed by, ladies and gentlemen? What's it governed by? That's right, it's governed by Islamic law, and it's governed by Sharia. Okay, that's the only real law that matters. Okay, here we go. Indonesia, officially recognises 6 religions as fully equal under the law and has long been viewed as one of the most tolerant Muslim majority nations in the world. Yeah, there we go. That's tolerance for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's tolerant to them. That's tolerant. Like the fucking... Anyway, but developments in the past few weeks, including Ahok's conviction, proposed legislation to ban homosexual acts, and the rise of Islamic political groups has worried supporters of the secular approach. So there we go. I just thought I'd share this with you. This is what happens when a woman complains about loudspeakers being too loud. She gets charged with blasphemy laws. Soon coming to a country to you. Okay, I'm soon coming to a country to you. I don't know if it's been in Australia yet. I haven't investigated that at all. I've been too busy with the family, and I appreciate your patience, guys. I've just been a bit busy with my little girl and stuff like that. But I've got heaps of stories to share with you. I've got another one in here, what Saudi Arabia does to feminism, right? That's the next one I'll do for you. All right, thank you very much, guys, for listening. Give us a like if you can. It's no stress if you don't. I'm just reading me stories anyway.